But yeah, uh, as foretold on my Discord, I have created something to help with tonight's endeavors. Um, I said that I might play some Tunic off screen to try and study the language, and none of that happened. Instead, I created something brand new in order to help me study that language. Hopefully, it's useful. Uh, as far as I understand things, it probably should be, but somebody interacted with my uh, Mastodon tooting that it might not be as helpful as I think it is, which uh, be a real rough use of 5 days if that's the case. But we'll find out. I had fun making it in any case, and you're, I hope, going to like seeing what it does. But before any of that, the continuing fundraiser effort, which shortly is going to transition off Give Butter, you know, like I've been talking about for a while, because the DemDev website is now actually, finally, connected with a shop. And that shop can have a donation thing in it, so you don't actually have to buy anything. You can just give me money. Which, I mean, if I don't have to use Patreon at all or Give Butter at all, I won't. I'll just do it myself with a Stripe integration. Also coming to the DemDev site are my little social cards, which I don't remember if I actually showed off here or not. But the point is, the site that is mostly placeholders, or has been mostly placeholders, is slowly becoming place held. I'm putting stuff in the placeholders. The holes are getting filled. DemDev, the holes are getting filled. I'm not putting that on a business card. I might put it on a business card. That's actually too funny.
Oh yeah, it's all coming together.
Thank you, Sean. Also for testing the interrupt index. Perfect. All things working perfectly.
I only ever test the Kronk one. It's my favorite by far.
Coming soon to the DemDev page, a help file for the Foxbot and the interrupt index and all that. But, you know, plans and plans and plans and plans. I'll see you after this. Welcome properly to the jewelry box, back to the inverted castle, and once again to my desktop. This time, the desktop is not a mistake, because I want to show you something. Last stream, I saw something, and now you are going to see something as well. This thing that I made. Who's familiar with Python? I'll share my screen to Discord here.
It's not like a rune thing, is it?
It is.
Oh.
I've created the Tunictionary, which is this cute little thingus.
If it isn't
Ta-da.
just a cute little dingus.
You can add or remove bits of the runic language with the checkboxes on the left. I wanted to make these clickable regions in the Turtle Graphics window, but I was having some trouble making that actually happen, so I did this instead. It's fine. There's a little space up here where I can add a guess as to what this the hell means, and then I can push add or update, and now it appears in tiny size down here. And now I can click the ones that are down here to type their meanings back into this box to hopefully form coherent sentences. This space is always a space, represented with an underscore. If I revise my guess as to what these things mean, then I can either middle click this to recall its structure and previous definition, revise its definition, and click update, and now it'll change to cyan down here to tell me that I have unsaved changes. Then I can push.
We have middle clicks.
Then I can push save. All of the cyan things will be removed, and now it is committed to a file from which I can load it again. As I explore TUNIC, I can continue building a dictionary and add them here and so on. If it turns out that I no longer need a given glyph, I can also delete it, and it will highlight in orange, which again is unsaved until you push save. So if I realize I didn't want to do that, I can push load and it'll come back. Delete, save. Now it's gone. Now it does not come back.
Where are you keeping snippets of text?
I am keeping snippets of text in a text file called tundict.txt in the same folder as the Python script.
So you've outsourced part of the application to your clipboard.
What do you mean?
Oh, I was asking. So you're copying between your app and the text file, right? The TUNIC.
Oh, no.
Or does
the app does all that.
Oh, I don't see the buttons, or I don't understand the buttons. So.
Oh, which part?
Because you have to save meaning or possible meanings of the glyphs, but you also have to save possible meanings of strings of glyphs, right?
No. This is literally just you type with these back into this. This field is not saved.
What I meant to ask was, is that field saved in any way?
Nope, that's just for proofing, and I see several glyphs in order. Am I right about what they mean? I could tap those and it'll chunk it together.
Okay. Yeah. I don't know how big you were promoting this on Mastodon, but it will be somewhat helpful, I think.
Yeah, and so the TUNIC dictionary just ends up with which glyphs are enabled and a guess as to the meaning, and then those get all re-imported when I push load. We will delete that and save, and it is blank again.
I have a tangent question about Mastodon.
Yeah?
Did you referred to Mastodon tooting as the equivalent of a tweet, is that right?
Correct.
Is the term mastication used at all?
No.
Okay.
Well, probably
Well,
on some instances. It's decentralized, right? There's a bunch of different instances everywhere with their own flavors and so on, including some instances that, despite the best intentions of decentralization, or the best hopes of decentralization, some people have decided to make Mastodon instances to be hateful on. But the glory of decentralization is that we can just push those out of the Federation. And
they're self-quarantining.
They can have their server, but nobody has to look at it. It's great.
I'm going to have to ask for a lot of context later.
For those curious, I have found my Mastodon home on kind.social. It's a gentler place. It's nice. Try to keep things wholesome and accessible. There's still an amount of shit posting that happens, but it's nice. Anyway, this is the little tool that I made, and I'm very happy with.
I like this tool.
Do I have any idea? What?
The little circles that sometimes appear. All right, okay.
Yeah, that's the one at the bottom.
Do they have any at the top? Or
I've
No,
never
I
seen
don't
one at the
believe they
top.
do.
no? Oh, okay. Just bottom ones.
Yeah.
Cool.
I went through the manual to look at all the possible parts, and I think these are all the possible parts. If I'm wrong, Well, I have some shit to rebuild then, don't I?
It's not symmetrical, that's for sure.
But yeah, that's the Tunic
Knowing that
scenario.
you looked for the manual, I'm pretty sure you probably got it all.
Yeah, I imagine so too.
And now it's time for actual Tunic.
This is great. I didn't know if you could fall deeper down the Tunic hole, but you did. I don't think you fell. I think you ran.
Yeah, I chose to make myself a little language research tool, and I'm very excited to see if it works. Hey, Tunic.
It's really good. There
There
aren't
we go.
enough games like this that go as deep as it does.
So yeah, that's
I
just
wish
going to
there were
live
more.
off screen on my computer. Rest assured, I'm tabbing over to it. If I need to show you something, I'll just bring it on back in. But now, let me get the controller.
Oh, there's one right here. The title screen has them.
Yes, I want to try and translate like individual things at first, because of our previous streamed theory that they were syllabic.
Yes.
So I'm gonna go after the individual ones. I forgot to plug in my controller, which is refusing to work today. That's
You're
awesome.
already way better at this than I am. Of course you do the little ones first.
The fuck?
I mean,
What is that flashing information in the bottom left? Did y'all see that?
Yes.
Fuck was that?
Is that in the game or is it in the capture?
It was in the game.
Okay.
It's making a noise like it's coming from the game.
Oh right, I forgot to turn the audio, so I didn't hear any of that.
Yeah, I was
Nope.
watching Twitch
Controller
again.
just disconnected again. Come on. Hello? Little controller, please.
we need a little controller love.
I think perhaps when I accidentally electrocuted my controller, I might have damaged it.
This also needs more context.
That's possible.
What do you mean that needs more context? I don't understand.
Not on this stream, it don't.
What, did you accidentally plug your USB controller into an outlet?
No,
You
I was
actually mentioned that you electrified it.
I was
Run
using
up some stairs.
the controller in a nope, it's just being stubborn now. I was using
That's
the
good
controller
first.
in a... Come on. Please? It vibrated. Usually that's a good sign. Alright, now it works fine. Cool.
Oh,
Oh, I suppose.
Oh, right, and I need to restart that. No, I didn't. I already did that.
It looks like to me. So you're not doing New Game Plus, okay.
Not currently, no.
I was about to ask if, you know, which one you intended to do.
I intended to go back to the end game.
that makes sense.
That's not helpful yet. But yes, I was using the controller in a local dungeon event, and it received some semi-related static electricity.
That's
Boy, a local dungeon event from you could mean a fair number of things.
I don't know. I think I have a most obvious conclusion that I'm jumping to, but I won't say it.
Wait. I have since decided to change it out for a wireless one, so even if the controller does get electrified, that will not then connect up a wire to a computer tower. Which also got a little charged when that happened, which was bad.
Oh man. Oh, but don't even get started on the N64 controllers.
Okay. So... Hello again, McMax. Thank you for the follow, by the way. Glad to have you back. So, this one is in here. Sword, I guess. Maybe.
Hush, hush. Shush.
Excited dog.
You gotta piss.
Why is the baby excited?
He wants to go outside. Yes, I made this tool. I was just doing a showcase. Are you just getting here? Dang it. You missed my whole explanation. But yes, I made this little tool because in attempting to figure out how to study the language, I almost stumbled upon a bunch of, like, and here's the entire manual translated. And it's like, no, that's not what I want. I don't want to skip the puzzle. The whole point of this game is the puzzle. So
Yeah.
I made a tool for perpetuating the puzzle because I wanted to do it.
In what context did you almost come across the translated manuals? What were you looking for?
Well, tabbing in and out of the TUNIC game was a little inconvenient, so I did a Google search for untranslated TUNIC manual because I have seen the whole thing, right? So like,
yeah, you want a PDF of the manual.
yeah,
right?
I wanted a PDF of the manual, and it brought up some fan site that had like the manual as a PDF and also a fully translated version of the manual as a PDF, and it's like, but I don't want to do that.
I think I know the page you're talking about, or but it did have both, right? You had
It did have both, but like there were a shocking number of things that just like click here to put bits of the glyph in, and it tells you what the glyph means. It's like, that's not what I want. I want to figure out what the glyph means.
Right. So it basically made your Tunictionary, except it has all the information correctly put in already.
Yeah, I wanted a tool for doing the puzzle, not for skipping the puzzle. Okay, these ones are ones that we knew-ish already. West. And then...
Hey, Clancy. see Jules? I'd see. Jules.
Hello, baby. Am I getting visited by a happy dog? I almost called you a fox. I'm so used to looking at only foxes on this screen.
So cute.
Hello, baby. You're on camera.
We are everywhere.
You're on camera. You're such a fluffy baby.
He does not care
Okay.
for the fame. He just cares for the.
He just cares for the attention, yes. He's a cute dog.
the
Okay.
babe.
We are unable to give attention.
North.
True.
Oh,
We
wait.
can
need
simp,
crowd
but
control
he
for
won't,
that.
he won't benefit from it at all.
That's wrong. That's north. Almost didn't notice the connected thing there.
Yeah, this is
got
gonna help separate
vertical.
separating them all.
We don't cut that one. Add this one, subtract that one, add this one, and add that. Yes? Yes. One thing I couldn't solve was the drawing time of the Python turtle interpreter.
Yeah, it's definitely not instant.
I turned it down as far as I could. There's a command to make it like delay 0. But yeah, notably that still isn't instant.
Consider parallel processes. Well, I don't know if it works for draws, but maybe. Also consider replacing the checkboxes with buttons, because then you can label them with like // bar, etc.
Well, again, like I was saying during the intro, oh, you were muted actually for part of it. I wanted to make this just a clickable, like thin line, thick line kind of deal, so you could just bring them in by clicking on the graphics panel.
Would have been really good.
But say again?
That would have been really, really good.
Yeah, and then I could make all these controls bigger too, like the typing field. But I was having trouble making that happen, so I went with the checkboxes as a temporary measure instead. And then later in the project, I did indeed figure out how to get coordinates from clicking. So maybe I can re-implement that. Far left box is the like line of the character, which clearly sometimes isn't necessary because south doesn't have one.
They all have one. There are 4 horizontal lines in this picture.
No, the vertical one on the left of the character.
Oh.
Yeah, not that one in the center.
Yeah, Micmax was asking what the far left button did, and it's for that. The horizontal line in the middle is present for everything, so it is automatically drawn when any of these boxes are checked. Otherwise, it's not drawn because it's a space. So yeah, we have 5 characters that we are relatively sure about. So let's add that to the dictionary and continue poking around. Oh, actually, no, we have another character that we're kind of sure about.
There was Z, and then there was the choose an ending.
Yeah, where was the sleeping guy?
He's in the overworld
At night.
at night.
At night.
But wasn't that
Oh,
Z used?
yeah, no, hold on.
for
There it is.
something?
This is the one that
Maze.
we're thinking is maze, right? So, if indeed,
Billy Mays here for some sense of direction.
There's no corn here at all.
Yeah. That it's a maze, if you would.
That's where they originally got their corn mazes from.
Imagine doing the like, you know, like the black and white incompetent people that are always in an infomercial. Put them in a corn maze.
So if it is syllabic, then this would have to be May?
Yeah, maze.
It's only March.
So
May isn't here yet.
what's the story with the horizontal line?
It's just present in every character, as far as I can
Oh.
tell.
Not in the notes.
Not in the notes, no. Probably because whoever is implied to have written the notes realized that it was in every character.
Yeah, if it's in every one of them, it doesn't matter at all, right?
Yeah, I
Just
just...
like Syndrome from Incredibles.
If everybody's super, then no one is. Now, here's the thinking. Thinking? Good thinking, Jules. Since these characters are shown here in the notes page as having an inside and an outside, then is this perhaps two different things?
The inside part, which is the deltas,
Like
and then
those?
the accent mark on top. Yeah, so it's chevron. So the chevron has an identity, and the other part has a separate one.
I don't actually know how this one works. So we're just going to save both of them as half of the other thing and commit those to the dictionary file. And I'll figure it out later because I can delete them.
Oh, your program writes them out individually after each one that you add? Ooh.
Like I said, I couldn't figure out how to get rid of the turtle graphics delay thing in the short time I was working on this. It's fine.
Splitting them up into an inside and an outside is like a very huge implication.
Fuck's this?
That's a lot of runes all at once.
No, I mean
Like
the one
it's-
on Aura's gem. Like, what's the top portion of that? How dare you?
The top portion?
I can't move my mouse on top of Tunic. Yes, I can. No, I can't. Like right there above the window. Like what is? It's got the line through it of
Right.
the whole business, but like, what's this big stupid line?
Big
I
line.
have struggled on that. This looks like someone tried to write something and kind of didn't.
No, the big stupid line is parts of two different runes is what it is.
Oh, right. Duh. Okay. Maybe I shouldn't be trying to translate the handwritten notes yet.
Well, the handwritten notes are more likely to be small things.
Ah, yes. So
It's just sort of an E, isn't it?
Kind of looks like it.
It's hard to tell.
It doesn't help that the center the 2 pages meet right in the center of that.
Yeah, but there's no vertical bar, is there, in the middle? So we
I
know
don't think
that's
there
not a-
is, on account of, like, there's flourishes on this character, and if there were a middle bar, we would see them, probably.
Oh, it's not an E.
So it's
got a
yeah, it's
gap.
not an E.
Just seeing that now.
Right? Like, we would see the flourishes on that center line if it were there.
Yeah.
So we're thinking
It's
this
just
is
diagonals anyway.
or.
Yeah, I was thinking that. One interesting thing is that it's all outer. If you're to go by the outer inner.
Oh yeah,
Dichotomy.
no, hold on. It couldn't be or then, or maybe it could. Hard to
Why
say.
you think it's consonant vowel for inner outer? Is that what you're?
Ugh.
Or is too complicated for an outer one?
No, it's
Now
not.
that we're
It's not
looking at this
consonant.
up
It's not
close-
consonant vowel because that wouldn't make sense with. That wouldn't make sense with the syllabic concept. It's not letters.
Right. Yeah. I really liked my theory of it being or, but it may not fit.
Yeah, I'm looking at it now. I'm not even sure. Because now that we get a really close look at it, seeing what all is there and what isn't there,
Oh.
I'm.
Go ahead. Sorry.
I thought I knew what this said, and now I don't have that confidence anymore.
All right. Here's a mega mind, big brain move. I think it's or. We can verify it by going to the sword, the drawing, the little note that says sword. You think, right? It's there. It's there.
Is it?
Yes, under the brackets. It's got the Z
Oh,
sound
shit,
and the or
you're
sound.
right.
It's a fucking Zord.
That's not a Z.
Oh.
Yeah,
okay, well,
that's flipped
that's
from
good
a
then.
Z.
Oh, it makes sense to be an S then.
I mean, if that's how it works, I guess. Sure. Why not?
Oh, I don't want to backseat too hard, but I was very excited about that idea.
So, yeah, if this character is sword, yeah, this being or does make sense with my previous idea. Which would mean that that would have to be sw.
The W is silent.
Is it?
I may swing a sword, but I don't sing a sword.
I don't know how this language works.
Oh, that's true. Well, the whole thing, like, theory was that it was English, right?
Yeah. You know, I can change the definitions later, right? That's part of why I made
Yes.
this thing the way that I did. So I'm going to write it in as sw first.
Love it.
And then, yeah, sword is not pointing to that specific character. It's pointing to the line. So we'll update that one to be d. Which would mean that right?
I actually have a notebook that has parts, for some reason, of my notes on trying to translate this. It happened to be the same notebook I was using for the witness.
Makes sense.
Sword.
So like, you know,
yeah,
there's
we can do that
already
too.
puzzles written out on this page. Why don't I just put some more puzzles on it?
Yeah, we can do that.
Yeah, I cracked this enough to figure out the basic premise, and then did not do anything else with it.
Oh.
Yeah, so I also have notes. I think it's my notebook's on my desk right now, but
I did all the symbols on this page.
that's crazy. You know what? I might have too, though.
I was actually getting to the point where I could slowly read aloud the manual in certain portions that I was like interested in translating aloud.
Alright, where else do we have simple things? Three characters. Three separate characters. Page 41. Three separate characters, page 41. That's notable.
Chicken feet. Oh man, the redrawing everything down below is definitely tedious.
Critique my work later. Nah, you're right. Critique my work now.
I think I can hold it.
I know this has weaknesses, but I still really enjoyed doing it.
Oh, yeah. I mean, that's like more fun than having the thing usually is making it. That's why games don't ever get finished.
Alright, well that's working on that. Let's go to page 41.
This is what I thought it'd be.
Huh.
Am I?
Missing a vertical line. Yeah, it seems all three symbols have one, right?
I think that's just another like fashionable thing where it like connects the top to the line.
Yeah.
Maybe it isn't.
You're right.
Maybe I am a fool for not including that.
I trust your.
But when I was looking at the manual, I thought that that was just kind of a fashion thing, like the middle line. Right, back to 41.
It seems to follow a certain
like
syntax
or template or format. They don't all have it. But
it looks like they have it when there are characters below.
Oh, maybe that is it.
I think that was the deduction I came up with, or the conclusion I came to when I was editing the program. is that they have it when there are characters below the line. Never mind, there's an exception right there.
No. Yeah, I see them breaking the rules there
Fart.
too.
I have no
One
idea.
more variable.
I have no idea. Maybe this is useless. We'll find out.
I mean, it's only gonna matter if you get a glyph that is an exact twin, but without that line, right? So until then, don't worry about it.
Oh wow, there's like teeny tiny glyphs inside of that.
What? Where? Oh shit!
Right
It
in the
is.
center.
That's a fucking glyph. It's two glyphs.
It's like a glyph inside of a glyph.
Yeah, of course it is. It was like that was the whole thing, was that it was wheels within wheels.
I'm not going to be able to write that with this. Or see
What?
that.
I bet I know what it says already, though.
Jail.
In fact,
In fact, hold on.
it's right there.
That's the thing, isn't it? That's the
Oh, really?
same... No. It's
No?
missing the middle line.
I
Yes,
believe
but the horizontal line we've established is kind of like...
doesn't matter.
True.
Yeah.
To me, when I look at the horizontal line, I think of like when you're writing on paper that's like college ruled or something. Like it helps identify where the center of the glyph is if you were to write it out. Kind of like if you were to write on paper, you'd write on top of the line, and sometimes like a G will go underneath the line, but you know, to keep it all straight.
Yeah. It's for, I think, stylistic things more than anything else. It's decorative.
So we already know this thing's name. Or title, rather, right? It was the heir.
Oh yeah.
Naturally, the is going to be part of its title, but that's not like the big part of its title. So suppose this then is the.
The like unfinished peace sign is the.
And this then could be air. Not spelled that way. It would just be air.
Like the air that we breathe.
It would just be air if we're going the syllabic direction.
Remind me, what does syllabic mean?
So instead of
consisting of
like
syllables?
sound,
Each character is not like a letter, it is a combination of sounds.
Alright.
so instead of A and T being separate letters, at would be one of the letters in the alphabet, representing the at sound. There'd be like an at, it, ot. Those would all be different letters.
Just wanted to confirm that, what exactly you meant by it, because I don't think I'd ever heard the word before.
If you study Japanese, I know theirs works that way. I think Mayan also does. But that's why you have things like kimono. It's like ki is one of the letters, and then mo and then no are two other
Kimono.
letters. You can have my Weeb card. I don't know where it is. I don't carry it on me, but you can have it when I find it.
That's
I'll turn it
fine.
in.
Right, we are headed to 41. This place. So that's 3 separate words.
Yeah. Up until you did
Otherwise,
the
they'd be
air.
attached. Right? They'd be attached if these were if that were meant to be read as one word. But they're all single syllables.
I don't even know how much more I could really speculate without like backseat driving.
It's hard for me to speculate because I know what it says more simply because I know what it is describing rather than knowing what each, without not even reading it, I just know what it is.
Yeah, I know the phrase associated with that page. I don't know how it works, but one thing I noticed is that one had a little one too, but it was the chicken feet instead of a peace sign. So I was thinking chicken feet was the, but not if the air is right. Like even like stuff like that just feels too much like making like driving.
Just over here minding your own business. And suddenly a maniac comes flying through.
You deserve it after what you went through in the beginning of the game. And the middle of the game.
Okay, so something has caught my attention about this place as well. Why is there an arrow drawn out into space?
Oh. I thought you had done this one, but maybe not.
To the left? No. Oh.
No.
Oh. Oh?
Find out. Oh. Another one of the secret treasures. Oh, achievements might also help.
True.
Because the achievement picture had words on it, but it also has real words.
Yeah, I am glad that you're at least looking closely at the pages for these kinds of little things.
I mean, Tunic's one of those things. The longer you look at it, the harder it gets.
These also have some of the language on them.
Yeah. Also, Big Bro talks to you.
At night.
Yeah, he's just missing during the day, I think.
You don't see any of them at night. I mean, during
Yeah,
the day.
it's the same room that the boss fight is in, isn't it? So like he's there during the night. During the day, it's the knights.
Nights weren't even active during the day.
Oh. Are they different rooms? I don't remember anymore.
No? We couldn't get back here after crossing over. You had to teleport out, remember? Because you didn't have the Brock's Feather Dash.
Okay, I wanted to briefly check and make sure that there were not different day secrets. Yeah,
Yeah, so
y'all
you
still
can
have glowing
different
eyes,
spot.
but you're not on.
Oh,
Hello, coffee table.
Their little buddy.
it's pretty cool.
I do like that one. Oh, and the secret was also valid here. I could have presumably done that on these carpets. That's interesting.
Yeah.
I'm
Pretty
actually
sure.
surprised that you could get access to all of them at night. Because pretty sure you didn't ever sleep in the bed before you found all of those fairies.
No, I'm pretty sure that you beat the game.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which is interesting, because I would have. I don't know. Maybe they considered sleeping too secret a mechanic to require for the end of the game.
I mean, theoretically, you didn't even need all of them to finish the game. Just
Right.
need. Well, I've heard that it is in fact possible to, like, beat the game for one of the endings before going into the nighttime.
All right, folks.
If you were to accomplish on that first fight.
Twitch is going to impose upon us an ad shortly. I don't want to deprive you of gameplay and so on, so we're gonna go to an ad break. I don't expect you to watch them. Fucking capitalism, they can happen without me. But they need to occur, so they will occur now. See you in a few minutes. For those of you who subscribe or have an ad block, enjoy some music. Welcome back to TUNIC, the translation effort. How were the ads? I hope they weren't complete shit.
Oh, they were in a tab that I didn't look at, so can't tell you.
They're usually complete shit. Hey, wait a minute. Oh, really? Really? That's not real land. Got it.
That's a conspiracy. That's terrible.
I technically get like some fraction of some sense every time an ad happens, regardless of whether anyone is like sitting there watching it. But if if it is blocked by an ad blocker, that does not count as happening.
Oh, I can tell.
Sometimes depends on the implementation.
My ad blocker's not good enough to block Twitch ads.
Yeah, it required some serious doing.
Yeah. Well, Twitch has a natural advantage as a live media service, right? Because they can just stop your feed to push ads.
Okay, well, I had briefly considered what if the library had, like, readable text, but it doesn't. Wait. I think that's probably just stylization. It isn't a thing I can write. Probably.
That's tough to
Probably.
tell on that.
It'll turn out to be correct or not.
Also, Heathen, I appreciate you continuing to warn me that ads are incoming, but Twitch has apparently fixed the whatever was wrong with the ads manager, so that is no longer necessary. But I
I
appreciate you.
forgot that there's a symbol in the golden portion of HP.
Yeah, I just noticed that too.
Not yet. I think that symbol well, maybe not.
It's repeated in multiple spots on the page.
sure.
No, I wasn't saying it's something that like is going to be translatable right now or anything. I kind of.
It's eye-catching.
Oh, hey, wait a minute.
Oh.
Two of these characters, specifically that one and the one to the right, are the same as that 3-character sequence that began with the chicken feet.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, I guess if you just look over on the other page, you can see them.
That other page is the one that the contents were referring to.
Oh, yes.
I think. Right, 41.
Yeah, there they are in the top. Oh, and
The big
they're
one,
oriented.
big symbols.
Okay.
Yeah, that's what had me thinking chicken feet was but it's not if the other one is.
Yeah, it's definitely... At?
Yeah, probably some preposition, right? Preposition or article.
Spirit? In spirit? Is it a pun as well? This relates
What
to
would be the
ghost,
pun?
so spirit. Huh?
I guess I was curious what the pun was.
Because you're in the spirit realm, but you're also there in spirit, I think. Is that what you mean, Jules?
A little bit of wordplay. I don't know. Like
Okay.
it's not the name of a location, but it's
Yeah. So with the thing where it's got the symbols and then like slash ghost, it's talking about like you are in your ghostly form when you're a ghost, but you're also one when you're here. Like even when you're not a ghost in the overworld, you're a
Yeah.
ghost at this location.
well, no, I'm
At
not
least
actually.
Before you collected your things.
Yeah, I guess the laurels fixed you.
I don't think it was the laurels. I think it was you regaining all of your stats back.
Yeah, you're right. I'm wrong. Whoops.
Yeah, it was when my fox manatee was restored.
Yeah. How could I forget the segment that was hours long where we slowly regain every single stat one at a time? Shame on me.
Starting with the wrong one. Hey, wait a minute.
Oh yeah. You took screenshots of all the little area names that pop up, right? Or did you not?
I didn't.
I mean,
But I already had this.
Yeah, I looked that
Yeah.
up and I think it's a bug. We talked about it, I think, last session too, because it's missing on or it sometimes is missing on the main menu, like the inventory menu.
it's not missing anymore.
Yeah,
now
because
that you
I've,
picked it
'cause I've
up.
picked it up.
Collected it again.
But
That's
like
bizarre.
obviously,
But
you
that's not
grabbed
that
this
didn't happen for
before
story
'cause you-
reasons, right?
No,
Yeah.
not that anyone I've seen knows of. Who knows? It could be the tip of another iceberg, 20 fathoms below what we're on.
Could be. Hard to say.
If it is, then there will be a breadcrumb leading to it eventually. I have faith.
Rude.
Yeah, that's annoying. And you aren't able to come here during the nighttime either.
No, because it's absolutely fucking filled with spirit phazon.
Yeah, that's right. It's
Oh.
it's not even the cloudy stuff. It's liquid.
I can be over here though, for no payoff. This is asking to get teleported into bad geometry.
The void.
I mean, you've only fallen into the bottom of the map one time, and it was in a spot that I would have never expected. This is the kind of place you expect it more. Yeah. Here it is. Etheric Pepto-Bismol. Did it just ignore you?
Nah, it's working.
Okay. Like it looked like it barely moved at all when you grappled it. Yeah, you've gotten stronger.
You have no mana.
What?
It's so true. Dude, where's my mana?
I didn't even realize they would hit the wall.
Well, I guess I didn't either, but like you don't really fight them in any place where a wall would be.
It's kind of amusing that they have a
Yeah.
whack into the wall. But yes, this is far beyond the scope of today. Well, not necessarily. I don't know. I just want to translate shit. Yeah, here we go. Give me that. That's a lot more singular words or singular syllables.
Whatever it means.
Now, of course, the problem with this being spirit is that those characters are written... The fuck? Those characters are written separately here, so that wouldn't be the case. It's not connected.
Yeah, right. 3 separate words.
3 separate words that I have no idea what are.
The horizontal lines do help in differentiating, hey, this is where a quote-unquote word ends and where another begins,
Yeah.
instead of just being, oh, they're slightly further apart.
It's what they look like, right? They definitely give the vibe of words.
Yeah. We have those characters again. I'm going to use the upper left corner of the Tunictionary as a pointing thing. We have that present here, and the chicken feet present here.
Oh yeah.
Well, I can see that on the stream, but not in Discord, so...
Yeah. Well, it's not going to show in Discord. It's only going to be
In Discord, you should be able to see my mouse cursor, which you cannot on the stream because it vanishes when it's over Tunic.
No, there is no mouse cursor.
Oh,
No,
awkward.
there's never been a mouse in the Discord. stream.
That's
Just a fox.
extremely awkward. Change.
It's fine.
That is not a button I have access to. Alright, well, I just can't point for you two. Sorry.
I got both streams up, so it's fine for
Yeah.
me.
There's just a bit of delay, that's all.
Yeah, bit of delay. Most of the time, it's clear what you're talking about without need of a pointer.
Of course, there it is again. Right?
The little one is there. Do those other symbols match the ones in the corner? I'm not seeing it.
Hard to say. I think perhaps the, like, perfect hexagonal projection might be doing something fancier, which perhaps I should tackle a different time.
If this keeps up into the next session, I'm expecting a very bespoke Tunictionary, purely by the amount of enthusiasm you have for it.
No, this definitely makes more sense as the
Yeah.
Holy Cross. This,
The or
yeah, this
What
definitely
was the
makes
other symbol?
more sense as the.
The other one is peace sign, sort of. Broken peace sign. That's current candidate for
Okay,
the, but
we're
then this one is
updating
also
that.
maybe the.
Yeah, this I was thinking was the, because it appeared next to air, but I have no idea. Oops. The title.
It's awkward because there's only one of the air, but there's also only one of the Holy Cross. I think.
We'll make it the in all caps. In fact, we'll make it the in all caps with a question mark to make it clear to myself that I'm not sure about it.
Upside. Oh, there is an upside down stick person. They're like an upside down version of
Oh, yeah.
Marilyn Monroe standing on a steam vent. They're kind of got their skirt blown up.
So the Holy Cross. Do you suppose this is use? Use the Holy Cross?
Yeah, use the Holy Cross or with the Holy Cross. So it's probably a verb or a preposition.
Huh. Yeah, there's that incomplete peace sign, but it's all one word combined with whatever it's a part of.
So there's also, it's also, the string of symbols go the something something the Holy Cross.
Yeah.
Well, I would think if you're going to have two thes so close to each other, wouldn't that be like a prepositional phrase?
Yeah, I was thinking something similar to the something of the something. You like the something of the Holy Cross. I don't know if it's of, but
The secret of the Holy Cross?
yeah, or the something and the Holy Cross. Like, you know, it could be all sorts of stuff.
Let's pencil that in for of. I like that being potentially of.
I like of best as well.
The two syllables of the Holy Cross. So if it is of, What does the circle mean?
Even if it doesn't mean of, what does the circle mean? What does the circle mean? Full stop.
Are you genuinely asking? I mean,
Not
It's a ponderance.
it.
okay.
None of these questions are tell the streamer what is going on.
No, I'm just wondering if Sean already knows or not.
No, I don't know what circle means. I think I did at one point. I don't really remember much.
Okay, tell you what.
Was there
This-
another page where the fox is trying to like figure something out?
Yeah, this is a. The streamer is asking a meta question and would like a real answer. Is there a page of the manual you would recommend I start on?
Oh.
Memos?
I think I liked your idea of looking for small things, but you got sidetracked on page 2. Of that
You know
idea.
what? Fair. Yes, you're right.
We figured out the Z, right?
Yeah, using
And
some
we
notes.
confirmed that because of a page in here where it was front and center, along with a picture of the controller.
Oh, yeah, I thought about that for A as well, but aren't some controllers symbols? They're not letters.
I mean, it does say it kind of distinctly.
Yeah.
I
This is
meant
what
the
you were
really
talking
big
about?
word.
Wait, what?
The really big word
Oh, big word.
at the top of the page.
Yeah, controls.
Controls. Yeah, so oh, soft Z, right? It's not hard S.
So hold on a second. No, that wouldn't make any sense. I was gonna say, if it is a use, but
Use item.
use would be a singular character, wouldn't it?
Probably. No, hold on. No, there's 3 sounds in use.
I'm not sure I follow that one.
There's y like in Yelp. There's oo like in choose, and there's the S sound.
Hmm.
I guess that's not impossible, but
Yeah.
I would have to look something back up online to know that for sure. I kind of use an entirely separate dictionary.
Well, I mean, I'm just spitballing.
So if this is controls, that doesn't make any sense, does it? Because we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 sounds, and then a z.
Controls has a lot of sounds in it.
No.
So it would be like ko-n, or it would be ka-on for the like first 2 sounds. T and R are going to be separate. Or not. Well, yeah, TR could be its own thing too, actually. I think there's a lot of permutations.
Hmm. Okay, no, hold on a second. Press and hold?
That's a good candidate.
Yeah, and that also would
that
solidify this
sounds
ending
pretty good.
character as S.
Oh shit, yeah.
That theorized S. This one. Oh, that was what we were thinking was swa. So that does suddenly make more sense for S, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
If it's also... So if that's like that... Thank you, Sean.
We are learning. These big chin, thoughtful Pepes got me wanting to use the learning emote.
So if the symbols combine, like we were seeing... Ow! Oh, my ankle. Jankle? Ankle. If the symbols combine, like we were seeing, then if this is going to be S or ES, then surely it would have the S inside it. And it doesn't.
No.
It would
It does
have
not.
it would have that if it had the S inside it.
Are you translating to English as written?
I sort of assumed that it would be like left to right, given that the punctuation and all that is consistent with that reading.
Yes, but I mean, like, you say the word press. Does it really matter how many S's are in it?
I suppose not.
Yeah. I agree with that sentiment.
So could this...
I feel that makes... Oh.
If you isolate the last symbol to being an S noise, then I would put forth that the other symbols before it together add up to pre.
Yeah, no, that's fair. If this one is simply P or P, right? If that's just P, then this one could conceivably be re, right?
Yeah.
And then we have S. Press. 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 Kinda? Yeah? Sure, that works. For this one singular fucking word. No, it's even better than that. Immediately upright of my Tunictionary, we have the same phrase again.
Oh, I was resisting
We
pointing
have
that out.
press and I don't have a character for and, so I'm just going to insert it myself. Something, something, and this was D, wasn't it? Yes. That must be ho, L, D, right? Okay. Press and hold the. Okay. Hold on a fuckering second.
Yeah,
I
this
think
is-
I'm
Sure,
on to
it's convenient
something.
for them to give you an ampersand there.
It is pretty convenient. It's pretty convenient for them to match so much
Oh.
of the text.
Thank you for following that guy called Omega.
Nice.
Appreciated. Someday I'll add sound effects to that. I've got so much going on.
We're getting there.
Yeah, we'll get there. Perhaps I should have, not started like 37 hojillion projects at once.
But it's so much more fun to start them than it is to see them done.
What's a hojilin?
It's a made-up
Tree
number.
Fitty.
Okay, so
Well, there, you can now read one whole line.
Press and hold
look.
the-
You know what? It's important.
It's damn important. Like,
It is progress.
you pretty well cracked the language if you can like get that part.
As long as you understand why it means what it does.
So it's
Yeah, I think once you've established the meaning of that many symbols, like you've successfully broken in, and you can use them to figure
Whoops.
out the rest trivially.
and, which I can just type on my own here. Hold the fuck.
I don't think it says that.
You're right. That's too many syllables.
Well, what?
Or not syllables. It's not even syllables, is it? It's phonemes. It's smaller even than syllables.
Yes.
I was just making a joke because you swore. I don't know what exactly it is you mean.
Fuck would be at least 2 phonemes. I'm
Yeah.
pretty sure. So that's the whole. That's like the entirety of line 1. Press and hold the.
Yeah, press and hold the... Is that button?
That's my top candidate.
B-U... T...
Oh, jeez, I know what
U?
that sentence says.
Yeah, I can. I'm certain as to the value of the 1 rune by itself on line 2. And other like possible candidate meanings for the larger words.
Press and hold the button to roll? No, dodge?
What do you press and hold the button to do?
Yeah, roll or dash or dodge. Dip, duck, dive.
What? Okay.
But it doesn't
Move
use D.
just a little bit to the right on
Oh,
the
yeah.
manual.
Is the manual gonna actually say it? No, it just shows the picture.
But what are you doing in it?
We roll.
Dodging, rolling, but
No.
it doesn't use...
You don't hold the button to do that.
Oh yeah, that's right. You pray. You pray when you hold it.
If
Wait.
Run! Fucking, you hold
Yeah.
the button to run!
Ah.
Right! Okay, so if...
Genius.
So that sound then could be an N, which supports this being button.
Oh yeah, they match. So you would get Rue or Ruh, and Scooby-Doo's favorite letter, by the way, Ruh. And
Rut-ro-raggy.
Scooby-Doo probably would not be able to solve this mystery.
So then this should be B. Possibly?
It would be Buto N, right?
Yeah.
Or not really toe. The to.
Oops.
Given
Wrong one.
other context clues, yeah, I'm looking pretty promising to me.
Press and hold the button to run.
Press and hold the button.
Why is it talking about something completely different from the picture then? Because it's clearly showing the like dodge.
You press
you press
A
it to dodge.
dodge, and then you hold it to continue.
Yeah, it talks about the
start
dodge
running.
up
I
top.
see
It
it
talks
now,
about
I
the
see it
run
now.
below. And no, it's not
the
dodge,
top-
it's roll. Those are those same characters again.
Yeah,
Oh,
get it.
no, they're
It shows
not.
you coming
They're
out
almost
of
the same
dodge.
characters. The center of the characters above on this, I wish I could point with my fucking mouse. The center of the character up here is still the R sound, but roll, RL, O sound, R, N, U sound. The inside of the glyph is the consonants.
That's big.
I can't clap hard enough for it to be heard on the mic, so.
Ha ha ha! The inside of the glyph is the consonant, and the outside is the vowel.
Yeah. I mean, it's perfect for a system where you're doing this sort of thing. Every single glyph is going to be.
Okay, hold on. Fucking, where am I now? What didn't I add? Two. Right, it was two. It was two that I was working on at the moment. I don't think I added two yet.
Oh, here you go. This will be better.
But thanks.
This is a Discord soundboard.
Yes.
I didn't
job.
realize I had enabled that.
I wonder if it came through to Twitch.
Probably.
Probably, yeah.
Okay,
Oh, no.
so
Everyone in Twitch, tell me if you heard the soundboard.
so hold on. If the outside is the vowel sound,
Oh.
then presumably this is ooh, right? Rough.
No, just keep guessing until one works.
And then this, therefore, would be T, right? And them in combination is 2.
Yeah. Picking up what you're putting down.
2.
Nick.
Yeah, TUNIC would be 3 letters. Whenever that pops up, if it pops up.
So, hold on a second. I'm also noting, if this is ooh, then one character away from that is O for roll.
Mm-hmm. Ooh and O.
Are extremely similar. This must be U for run. I already have that one added in as N. Oh, I didn't mention that as a feature when I was talking about this before, but if you have manually entered a combination that's already in the dictionary, it'll just fill in the meaning here. So you don't need to worry about accidentally adding the same thing multiple times.
Because that would suck.
Yes. Okay. Well, knowing what I know now, then, this must not be west. Because we know the symbol for T, and that's not here.
I mean, it's kind of too short to be west.
Yeah, that too. Is this just we? Similarly, this does not have the framework for R.
Do you have
its-
any of the letters yet that are in those north, south, east, west?
No, I just copied them from the thing.
Whoa. Yeah, but I mean, do you know any of the letters, like the sounds, the runes for the sounds in those words, to kind of compare them against the runes you have for them?
I have N. Yeah, I have N inside of north. And I have...
And what if you remove the N portion? What do you get?
Oh, that's a good question.
Or. So I'm right about or. I might be right about or. So this must just be nor rather than north.
Alright, that's confirming something that I've been kind of worried about for a while. So makes sense.
Or
So
was
this one...
outside lines only, right? It didn't have any interior. Is it counting or as a vowel?
So... So the inside character for S and a single thing for it must not be south either. Is it simply Sao? Could be. Okay, so once again, we have the base glyph of S. And we add... I'm going to have to add a thing that compares runes, aren't I? We add this, this. We add almost the entirety of O.
But is it not the entirety of it, though?
No, it's missing that particular portion. Do I have E at the moment?
There are different O noises, though.
Yeah, so that must be how OR works, right? It's not a consonant R in this case. It's a modification to O. U, O, O. Right?
Only there's an easy way to denote that.
So
So
now
R is like
now knowing
subtracting.
about the inside and outside part, right? We can go back to may and the may haves. If the inside portion is the consonant portion, then this would simply be ma, kinda, or m. And then this would have to be a. So that together they are a. Right?
Oh yeah, I get what you're doing. That makes sense to me.
Now that we know that. So, is there anything that we have in the alphabet at the moment that uses just this upper left portion? No, we haven't broken into A's yet.
Turn up somewhere, I'm sure.
Okay, so again, we have the component present in b, right?
From button, right?
Yeah, which means
Yeah,
that
yeah.
this would simply be B. I think probably the next version of the Dictionary, now that I'm already theory crafting it in my head, is going to have a consonant section and a syllable section.
Yeah, I kind of want to make one now
Two
too. But
different sections that have like add one, add A, add B, right? I want this to be a tool for people who don't know what's going on yet. So, two different glyph sections.
that gives something
For-
away.
Yeah, I suppose it does, doesn't it? Shit.
The issue so far is that, as is, you're going to have so many different combinations of inner and outers that unless you come across the exact right combination to get a portion of a word, this is going to fill up real fast. There's so many combinations.
It's true. That's probably why the person in the game drew them separately on the last page.
True. I don't know. I had fun making it.
I think it really helps too.
No, this works. This still works.
Okay. It just sounds
Just
like
don't
you're down
use the
on it.
combined version of the runes. Like if you're gonna do "ba," then do the "b," then the separately.
I suppose that's true, yeah. Which I already
suppose you
have,
can
right? So I can
delete the combined one
I can get rid of
once you know what
may
its constituent
here.
parts mean.
Yeah, that's what I would say too.
Z. So I have SS and I have S sound rather, which I've chosen to double up solely for like long S, I guess.
Yeah,
So
I
if
mean
we're
it
gonna
was
add
part of a
that
word that had
as-
two S's.
OU, then that makes an amount of sense. So then we can also get rid of south. We have N and or, which is how I figured this out. So I can get rid of nor. West. We. Is it still where? probably would be, right? There's different pronunciations for everything. So if this is just the outside, is this eh? Is this eh?
Likely.
And then this would need to be weh? No, this is just the W.
Wha,
This is just
yeah.
wuh. Yeah. So we have that. We have we here. I wonder, can I delete while it's writing? I've divorced the processing, but not quite enough to have done that, I see.
It was a messy divorce.
I created you. I command you to do as I say.
I mean,
Okay, let's save the dictionary with
Computers never
these
change.
these new removals. Let's just kill the dictionary.
there's no better way to realize what a bad programmer you are
He's
than by
killing a
making
dictionary.
program.
Okay then. So this isn't swore, it's
How do we create quotes in here? I am asking them. You just happen to be in the room with me.
Pretty sure it's the exclamation point quote though.
exclamation point add quote.
Ah,
If you run add quote without any arguments, I'm pretty sure Foxpot will tell you the syntax. I hope.
it's kind of feature you would have put in it.
Try it. Try add
Is
quote
it
with
underscore?
Huh? No,
Is it
exclamation
underscore?
point add quote. Yeah, there we
So
go.
it's all one word.
Yeah, okay. So text in double quotations dash name is the minimal. Everything else should be addable by mods plus.
I see.
It's a nifty system.
I've tried to make it as flexible as I can, working with the various programming languages that I have to. So this then, yeah, this isn't sword. This is S. This is S and
Sand?
where did my
I
or
hate
go?
sand.
Where did my or go? Did I make an or yet? Or am I an idiot?
Might
Oh,
not
yes, I did.
have.
There it is. It's right next to it. It's, fuck. It's sword. When the fuck did I say that?
I have no
Dildo
idea if that
mom?
worked.
Gotta catch 'em all.
I have no idea if that actually worked.
So
it made a
don't
quote.
you don't have to put the date in it.
That's not the quote.
Oh,
Oh.
what?
Don't put
Just
the date
have
in
a
it.
name.
Just add quote the text and then yeah. Also, you'd attribute it to me, not to Tunic.
The platform automatically will do Tunic, right? You set
It
that up.
should. I think
Yeah.
I fixed it.
Should automatically do a game and date.
Oh!
I think.
Hey, my bot just crashed.
Good job.
Great, we both did it at the same time.
Huh. Well, that's fun. Fatal
Well, at least I
error
understand
in
it
get
now.
object variable line 21.
For some reason, when I read name, I thought, oh, it means the name of the game that's from.
Yeah.
Context.
If it happens to be the same quote, does it break? It shouldn't, right? You're not using quote for primary key, I hope.
I think I think that broke because getObjectVariable is attempting to grab the game from Twitch, who may have changed their API again and broken everything again.
Classic.
So let's have a look at that during this next ad break that's about to occur. I'm in the process of deleting sword, or swore rather. Yeah, let's get rid of that one because I have and or, right? So the consists of would consist of and it does, and of th, right?
Oh, so TH is like the OG chicken foot.
But them in combination can be removed.
Mm-hmm.
So this definitely isn't... Oh no, hang on, it is though. It is. It still has the TH in it.
What one was this supposed to be?
This is the one that's on top of air, I believe, right? This still has the TH in the middle of it, but a bigger character on the outside. Which seems to be adjacent to eh. Could this be could it still be the, but now it's the air? I don't know. We'll find out. Ad break time. I gotta fix a bot in 3 minutes. See ya.
It means I love you.
Welcome back to the Tunic translation effort. I fixed it.
Yay.
Also, this gets to we get to oh my god, that couldn't have happened while I was on break. Thanks, lungs. I guess that was my stuff. Whatever. Thanks, body. We also get to show off a feature I added between a previous stream and now, wherein the latest quote added successfully changes what's the sassy caption below the stream. So, you know, add some quotes.
It's so good.
So yeah, I'm theorizing that this is E, right? So we have the, but the air gets the instead of the. The
They're more epic.
air. Yes.
Yeah.
The singular.
Formal the, informal the.
Yeah.
Well, considering the other word you haven't quite divided up into its parts yet.
Oh yeah, that's
that
true.
makes sense.
That's true. Let's have a look at that. So this
where's
outer
that?
syllable, or this outer character rather, if that is indeed E, as in long E, then we have S, right? So E's. That's consistent, right? That's consistent with the shortening of the other ones. If this is now EES, like long E, long S.
All right.
But what's the circle about? So
what
hold on.
is different about
Let me keep
this?
thinking. So yeah, I think I'm approaching what you're attempting to lead me to, and please don't try to lead me to things. But my last leading question was, where do you think I should start on this? I think we've hit it. But what I think I'm approaching here is characters with combinations, which admittedly I maybe shouldn't have deleted all of in order to prove this point, are consonant vowel. Except this one. If this one is true, and it certainly holds true with what we've learned about the other compass directions of just being a single phoneme rather than the whole word for north, for instance, then the only difference between this and other glyphs, as far as their combinations are concerned, is the circle at the lower point, which I guess could be read them in the reverse direction.
What's that mean for the dumb people, please?
So if the circle is there at the bottom, right? Because we have the consonant sounds and then the vowel sounds in the inside and the outside, right? And the majority of these things in combination, as far as we are theorizing, are read in that direction. Read the inner glyph and then the outer glyph.
Oh, okay.
And this is, as long as it has the circle, is to read the outer and then the inner. So this is
So
ES instead of SE.
you read it inside out.
I think.
Yeah.
That is
Backwards
logically
had problems for me.
consistent. Yeah, we
Yeah, I hear
have
what you're saying.
E. Yeah, we can update that. We have E and we have S. And if they were combined the normal way so far, we would have this, which should be C. But it isn't on account of this. It's East. I think that's correct.
It's testable like anything else once you get enough data. Because there's been plenty of circles.
Okay, so we'll mark that one for deletion because we have E and we have S. And maybe I shouldn't have marked it for deletion if it's still a theory. But we're still going through this and eliminating the combination bits, right? No, you know what? I've decided I am going to leave this here. Let me re-add this. At least until I can determine what it is that the circles do for sure. So we weren't able to figure out what these so this must be the then. This must actually be the. THEE. The. And to do them the other direction, I guess, would be ETH. But that's not going to be a thing unless we're talking about to ETH. Which I guess we theoretically could, right?
I think that's one of the upgrade items.
Teeth. Oh shit, you're right. Hold on.
And I'm just joking around, but it would
But
be
it
tooth
doesn't-
anyway. It wouldn't be plural.
Well, we have O as well. We have O, or oo,
Uh-oh.
rather.
Oh yeah, with every letter of it.
But these don't.
Yeah.
They
Oh, yeah,
just
there's also the
appear to use
outlined glyph.
symbols.
I think the outlined glyph is probably like proper noun. I don't know. We'll figure that out. We'll figure that out eventually.
Yep.
Wait, no, there's another one we can confirm. Hold on a second. I can confirm the circle this way as well. Where the fuck is the map? Give me this. So, this was a teleport to the sky, right? That's the character that we have for P. This one. And the character we have for
Yeah.
but read in the
yeah,
traditional,
yeah.
read in the way of everything else, that would be puh, and instead it's up. That is what the circles do. They reverse your reading direction of the individual glyphs.
Genius.
Fuck. Knocked over my footstool. Really excited, can you tell? Okay, so that pretty much confirms this one. We can totally delete that now.
That's pretty cool.
So this one, this is the one we
The
were...
question mark is no longer a question.
Yeah, this one we
Yeah.
were theorizing was of. That is logically consistent with the vowel being first. We have the and if we remove the and I guess this little circle, this must be V, F, a V-ish F.
It would be the V. F and V are definitely different sounds. If it's anything like, what is it, S and Z, then the F would just be V backwards or something similar like that.
Yeah, so combining them like that, that would be the, but it isn't, because it's of. That's logically consistent as well. All right, next combination that we have, R-E, or no, re, right? This was the theorized...
Is it
oh
ref
God.
from press?
Yeah, it was press. Because we had P-R-E-S, or S, right? So if this is re, then if we strip off the outer e, then this must be R.
I guess it almost looks like a very, very simplified lowercase r.
It does, doesn't it?
So then, with this being re, then if it doesn't have those characters, then this is indeed the eh that we have from before. Re. Yes. Okay. Again, this is logically consistent. So we can remove the re combination character. Ho. From hold. This is made from the O sound that we have and a unknown at the moment interior component for H.
Kinda looks like a very simple H.
It does.
So we can
Is
also
the,
remove the combination ho.
I already forgot what T looked like, but
T
is
kind of
like
looks like
T-
a simplified T.
Is it a combination? Oh, is TH a combination of the T1 and the H1? Just out of curiosity.
I don't think... No, it's not.
Oh, okay, okay.
It's not.
It would have been something.
So if this is 2, this can't be 2. Because we have an oo somewhere around here.
Where did this one come from?
What were we? Yeah. That question.
This one was just a guess from like push and hold the button 2, right? We don't know this word at all.
Oh, the oo from 2.
Yeah.
Right.
But we're getting rid of combinations anyway, so let's get rid of the guess at 2 and have a guess at what the hell this is. It's going to be another vowel sound. Unknown at the moment. But I can add it to the dictionary anyway. So this one, this combination of characters. We currently lack a knowledge of either side of it. So I don't actually have a break-in point for this. This one, however, the outer segments are or.
Mm-hmm.
Or like aw, right? The outer segments are aw.
Yeah.
And the inner segments are presently unknown. But it doesn't have the reversal symbol. So whatever this is, it works like that. And we can determine that at least.
The O is last.
Yes.
Or the or. Mm-hmm.
Oh, I remember these symbols now.
Yeah, so that indeed may be the if that is air, then like R takes on a weird non-consonant form in these. It's logically consistent. I kind of don't totally like it.
Does R also have a consonant form, or is it purely the weird?
I guess I don't know that yet either, do I?
I mean, we've done run.
Oh, we have, yeah.
Yep, we've done run and press.
But R is different from the trailing sound.
Oh, yeah, right. So when it's a trailing R sound, they don't use the circle. They just shove the R in.
Right.
Great.
Okay, so this all
That was a
happened
little
because of
confusing.
up.
Ah.
Southeast. Northeast. Norway. Norway.
Norway.
It's actually-
Way.
Do you see the South Park episode where they were calling everything like shortened acronyms for like different places in the town? Like Soto Sopa, South Downtown South Park, I think was the.
No.
It's a lot like that. Yeah, that section looks tempting because it's so short and has little stuff in it.
Can I get you to, like, run in the background?
If it's not doing as a borderless, I don't know what would make it do it. What?
There are audio puzzles.
I was gonna say, we
There
didn't find
are
any
audio
that we-
puzzles.
Well, yeah. It continues. Much like the rooted ziggurat, it just gets deeper.
Okay, so let's blank this out for a second. If we get you, we have parts of this character. We have that and the house. Oh, good. Good. Oh, good. This works. It actually works.
House.
A house. Yeah. Do I have either part of that yet? Not quite. I have close, but I as yet have no information for what that is. It's another vowel sound. I know that much at least. I don't currently have the internal portion either.
The third word?
Yeah.
Yeah, third word.
Don't you have the vowel sound?
No, not quite. Wait, do I?
Really?
I see it. Yeah, yeah.
It's one of the first ones I think you figured.
Well, I mean, it's part of this.
That's not... No. There's more to it.
Oh God, no! A fucking yeah. I can read. Yeah, it's
Sometimes
it's
it is
or.
tough to differentiate what's the inner portion and what's the outer portion.
Yes. So it's or again. It's
Yeah. Do we have that symbol though?
Not
it's like
yet.
Similar to a Z or an S, but with the stem broken off the top.
Well, and we also don't totally know that the inner, like the characters that are similar are necessarily related.
Yeah.
I have a guess what the word is, but...
Is that for, perhaps?
Yeah, it makes sense.
If it's the syntax
It makes a
of
lot
the
of sense
sentence.
because that first clause ends with a plural.
It's close-ish to like the horizontal flip of V, but again, I don't know if it's related. Let's try not to go down that path. Lose that. There we go. House 4. Shit. Wait, no, I do have... Oh, no, I have the symbol, but I don't have a meaning for it yet. I also don't have the symbol yet. It's close to this one. It'll be that. Oh no, wait, I do have that. Stray?
A few
That's
inches
consistent.
later.
Thanks, Anima.
Stray would be what, 3, I think.
And that is 3, right? S-T... Ray.
Oh yeah, I wasn't questioning. Yeah, I was having verbal diarrhea. I'm thinking through what you're doing.
So let's solidify those for the
'Cause
moment.
it's a bunch of consonants in a row.
Stray. We have that character, I think.
It's 5 letters, right? Fourth word, 5 letters.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Strain.
Yeah, strange is my thought.
J? Is it a J
Yeah,
sound?
it's like, yeah, J sound. Well, it's NJ, isn't it?
Yeah, well, I mean, this
Or-
is the N, right? So strange.
Oh. Oh yeah, then it fits. TR.
Strange.
So it's S, then T, then RA is 1 letter, right? And then N, and then J. It even looks like a J.
Yeah.
Strange.
I mean, there are strange dudes living in it.
And then what else do we have here? We have... So this character I don't have. Not yet. It'll be like that. I don't have either of those components at this time, I don't think. Oh, I want to be clear, Anima. This is This portion is not necessary. I have... Last stream, I got to a position where I could theoretically reach either... Well, either of two ends of the game. Whether or not there are more endings, I have no idea. But I got to the point where I could finish the game without needing to translate this language. I, however, am curious.
You can beat Pokemon without catching all of them, but you can catch all of them.
So I have a symbol I don't yet understand. But it is followed by D Z.
Certainly what brought me to it.
Strange kids.
Right? That's true. It's a combination consonant vowel DZ. A house for strange
Nudes.
dudes. It
Now,
could be
would the
dudes,
same
actually. Hold
interior
on.
symbol, right?
Huh?
Yeah, I think we had said the same thing.
You'd
So
have to
different.
have the D sound in it twice.
Yeah, they're different. They're different symbols.
I mean, we say that. Oh no, hold on. That's P. I have P.
Oh, you...
Yeah, that's not the same fucking thing as a jewelry.
No. This is like a sock puppet, sort of.
Yes, the sock puppet character. Unknown at this time, but I will add the entire glyph so I can separate it later. House for strange z. I don't know that I'm going to have success with this at the moment. We've got another unknown.
Feels really hard to try and translate when you have no clue what it could be saying.
We have e. It contains e in reverse direction. So e something. No, I don't have that character. So I guess let's do the same deal, right? Let's add it to our notes. It's going to be something. As opposed to something Yeah?
It's funny. It's something.
Followed by S. No. Yes. S. Then a Z. Exposed.
That's such a good. That's a good one. I bet it is.
Exposed. Exposed. So given that it's followed by SS, this would be a hard C sound.
Like a
K.
K.
Yeah,
It's kind of making a K shape as well.
a little bit. So let's add a K. And revisit this now. It's in reverse direction, so we want no. We want egg. I gotta figure out a better way to organize this. In fairness, I hadn't thought about that at all when I began programming this. But it's working!
Exactly. It is working. It's working, and you use it, and then you realize, oh, I wish it would do this. I wish it would do
House
that.
for Strange.
Gotta decipher them all. This isn't what unknown runes of Alf or whatever.
This is some serious progress.
Exposed. By exposed B something. By is just about the only thing I can think of.
Yeah. Exposed by.
I. Exposed by. E. Erosion, perhaps. Exposed by Chris Hansen? How dare you, chat? Why don't you have a seat over... Wait a minute.
Oh, man. So good.
Ero... I don't have this character yet, but I'm close to figuring it out. It's gonna have those components as well as these components. And it ends with an N. So if it's Ero Je. Yeah, and it's combined with the cap of the sound, right? So this is like ZH, je. Erosion. Exposed by erosion. Space. What is this now? It's in reverse order. So it's vowel sound first. Do I have this vowel sound? Not quite. I don't have this vowel sound.
You have the consonant sound, though.
I do have the consonant sound. It's another N. So...
Do you have the second consonant sound?
End. And. This must be and.
Yeah, yeah. Exposed by this and that, right?
Which means I now have the componentry for A.
Felt silly for asking if you had the second consonant sound when I immediately looked over and it's the first symbol you have.
An.
Is that like a short A or what?
And. That's kind of what I'm going for, yeah. Hey, we have that unknown symbol again. Parts of the unknown symbol. We have this, the consonant of the unknown symbol. We have the consonant of the unknown symbol. Hey, Faded Oasis.
Oh.
You're right.
Oh yeah, they're making
this
definite
tool is,
progress.
you were very correct. This tool is not perfect for this. However, I am ecstatic that it even remotely works.
So it was you who said that to them.
It's the same screen name anyway. Maybe there's two different Faded Oases.
It's a definite progress facilitator.
Yes. Exposed by erosion and unknown consonant. It's... What is it?
I'm still on Chris Hansen.
When you first showed this to me, I was like a little skeptical as to its usefulness, but I thought, you know what? I
Let
think
me
that could
cook.
still have a use. And yeah, it's definitely having use.
It's saving pages worth of missed
So-
notebook.
Erosion and red. Is that correct?
Doesn't make sense.
Is that correct?
There's more glyphs
That's
than that.
that's the D there,
Yeah, it ends with a D.
and then immediately to its left is
It's
R.
the sock puppet again to start the word.
No, I know that, but immediately to its left is R surrounded by E.
Ex- exposed by erosion and bread. Or Pret. So it's blank red, right, for the word?
I think it's actually re. Yeah?
Greed.
Greed?
Because they're
Erosion
mining.
and greed?
The scavengers.
Yeah, I suppose they are mining.
I don't know what else is
Erosion
reed.
and greed.
First thing I thought of.
Yeah? No, there's definite potential in that.
I can think of Preed, which was one of the monsters in Metroid Prime.
Exposed by erosion and breed. Something's just been rutting against this fucking pyramid every night.
Oh,
So,
man.
does that make the other word guards?
Oh, that's right.
Oh yeah, that might be
Sock
correct.
puppet. It's gods.
Gods.
Strange gods.
I was like, wait a minute, there's no R.
Yeah, this must be like G then. Greed.
I thought Strange Kids was a good guess, but can't always
Strange
be
Dudes was
right.
also a good guess, but like
Strange Dudes was
we don't have
fantastic.
don't have two of that character.
That would have been the rutting ziggurat.
Okay, so greed. Erosion and greed. So then, yes, if we recall this other character, given that it has a G as in its consonant part, we can now update that. But I still don't totally have the outer vowel sound. I guess if this is going to be like gods, there's nothing else that makes sense, right?
Is it like a...
Gods, gads, gadzooks. No, that's also about God, isn't it?
Yeah, I was thinking egads.
Fun fact, gadzooks is actually a terribly, terribly offensive thing that has gone under like years and years and years of phonetic erosion, so to speak.
Good. Maybe it'll keep eroding down to nothing.
Do you have some kind of problem with gadzooks as an exclamation?
You said it was a problem, didn't you?
I said it was offensive. I didn't say it was a problem.
Oh, well, yes.
Like,
way.
who is it
Either way.
offensive to, I guess?
Catholics, Christians, kind of.
I think that's...
Gadzooks
like,
is a linguistic corruption of God's hooks, meaning the nails driven through Jesus's hands. Right? Gadzooks, it sounds so silly and jovial. It's the nails driven through this fucking man.
Oh, man. That's like someone getting surprised and saying, well, nail me to a cross.
Kinda.
Same energy. Oh, yeah. I mean, Christians can take a little bit of elbowing, but I mean, it's fine.
It's shocking. It's shockingly metal for a sentence that like, or not a sentence, but a phrase that doesn't sound like
It's
seriously.
got a G sound, a Z sound, and a K sound. How can it be anything but funny?
Yeah,
It sounds German.
it's so like light, and when you look into the meaning of it, it's God's hooks, and it's like, oh, okay, all right, cool.
God's hooks.
Um,
That's what Mr. Krabs was warning the kids about, I think.
yeah. So I'm gonna go with this as right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So if we turn those segments off, I can say this is So I can delete the unknown one then. This is a house for strange gods exposed by erosion and greed.
It
Sure.
does fit the location.
It makes sense. I think that if there are errors, that possibly they'll get caught further on.
Yes, definitely.
Unless they go on to spawn more errors, but we'll see.
So do
That's
we?
not likely at this point.
We still don't have. Oh, we do. We have F now. Yeah, that's right. We have F and an unknown thing now for this one. And yeah, we still lack whatever the hell this is. We have made progress on the remaining, like, combinations, and we have a bunch of separate pieces that before next week's broadcast I need to, like, organize better. I don't know.
This is big though.
I wonder if there's a way for me to design this program's sorting so that it is, like, invisible. Right? Like if it just kind of by function organizes these into consonants and vowels, someone who's learning the language using this tool won't totally realize why it's doing that. It's just kind of sorting the data.
It's not a huge giveaway either because they're also sorted that way in the manual.
Yeah.
If you get that page.
If you get that page, yes, that's right. Yeah,
'Cause
maybe I can
was
do
like
that
one
with
of
the
the
program.
last couple of pages you got, wasn't it?
I
Okay.
would hope that somebody completes the manual
One
before
update.
thinking to use this tool.
One update and
I know, I didn't wait until I got all the pages.
one
Yeah,
update
but you
and
didn't
one
go
deletion.
look up stuff, did you?
We can now successfully
didn't.
read this text. So now that we're in our, like, last moments of this particular broadcast, let's try to read something else.
Whoa.
Oh.
This might take some time.
Got some big eyes.
I understood the ... part. I really like that part. And the exclamation point as well.
All right, fine. Let's try reading these then. God damn it! No, I have the entire manual. I have finished the game on the Holy Cross side of the endings.
Yeah. But if they don't have one specific page, then the app would give them a clue
What
that the
about-
page is missing.
Way towards the end of the book, where you have all the numbers in a circle.
Oh, you know,
No,
that's
No,
a
well-
fine idea.
the.
That's not a circle, but I
Chicken
mean,
feet.
sure.
Oh, not that one. This one.
No, this one, yeah.
Because this is more stuff you don't yet understand.
Sure,
For
sure.
additional
For additional support and secrets. Let's try to crack into this real quick with my little Tunictionary. Where the hell is my mouse? There we go. Okay. Let's get rid of that. Blank out the interpreter. So we have you, or we have this character, and we've already hit a snag because I do not have... Oh, no, I do. I do. Yeah, this is my guess of find? Yes, that makes sense. Okay, so in that case, this is... yeah, this is solidified as find. We have S dude. We have. I hate myself a little bit for that one.
You got me to laugh.
Oh, interesting. The random quote thing just pulled the same one we just added. Randomness, am I right? Some. That fits. Find some. We don't have this yet, but it consists of R and a vowel sound. Yeah, we don't have that yet, but it consists of R and a vowel sound. Find some. R and a vowel sound, it's only one character? Hold on.
Well, it's gonna be R, a vowel, and another consonant, right?
No, that's this. That's this singular character. Right? It's the R from run and from roll. It's the starting R plus a vowel sound. Find some. Well, that kind of breaks everything in half, doesn't it?
Oh, there's a lot of vowel sounds that could possibly make a real word.
Find some.
Will the next word give us enough context?
Possibly. We have.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
We have a
move forwards.
G and go L. Whoop. D. Which it appears we have seen this, but not added a meaning for it? Wait. Have I seen this, or am I? Yeah, I've seen this. It's right here. This must be golden. How do I describe this? Because I already have an e, and this isn't that. Golden.
Well,
N.
I think I know how I would do it, but you can't really type it. It's an upside down E.
Oh,
that's
good
a
old
schwa.
schwa, yeah.
Aren't
Golden.
they the guy that do your taxes? Charles Schwab?
I never knew what it was called. I just knew it was like a phonetic thing that you find in like dictionaries when they try and write
it's
out
sort
how
of like
words are sounded.
I think it's like an upside down E because it's kind of like a lazy E sound. Like
Yeah.
it's in between a lot of actual hard vowel sounds.
The only thing I think of is like the I in pencil.
So
Yeah.
golden.
It's everywhere once you start looking for it.
T. Star. STA. Don't have this symbol. But it's enclosed in OO. Find some golden statues.
I was thinking it was stars.
That fits, because it ends with the Z sound. Statues. Find some... fuck. No, not that one. Oh my god, I'm getting my eyes a little bit crossed as to which thing I'm looking at. So yeah, it's definitely this one. Kinda?
Like a CH?
Yeah, CH might be a better fit, actually. Choose. Find some golden statues.
Find some blank golden statues.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, you're right. Some raw. Raw.
I can only think of 2 words, unless you count re, which is more of an emotion.
Some raw golden statues. No. Find some red. No. We have a character for D and that's not involved.
Red golden statues. They're gold, but they're red also.
Rah rah Rasputin.
Lover of the Russian Queen. What were you thinking, Sean?
No, Ra or Ray were the only ones I could think of, but they don't work for golden statue.
I can't be wrong about the R, because that's the one that we formulated from roll. Right?
I would...
Oh, wait a minute. Am I stupid?
No one answered that.
No, it definitely does have the vertical bar.
No, I think you're right. I think that symbol is the interior, the entirety of the interior strokes.
And the only characters on the exterior are those 2. Rare! God damn it, I had that one. I forgot that I had that one.
So it did end with
Motherfucker.
R.
Okay. Ignore me. I had that one and I forgot about it.
I'm still confused about when and when not to apply the extra R.
Rare. Find some rare golden statues. Like... Okay, so those must be the ones in the secret place. Yeah, find some rare golden statues. Find some rare golden statues. All right, we've spent
Nice.
3 hours and
works.
we've translated 2 whole sentences.
The system works.
The system works. Yeah, the Tunictionary
This is a
program
thing
is
that takes a
actually
while.
working. What's up?
This is a thing that takes a while.
Yeah, I'm excited for it to take a while. I'm further excited that my little Python thing is fucking working.
You can even tell what the thing says, like, up above sword.
Oh, you're right. I could tell what that says. I can tell what that says. I don't even need to zoom in on it. I can just read this. Okay, next update. Add a thing that blanks this. We have... Buh. I also need a way to type from this. That would be a good idea, Jules. Because at the moment I have lost where this is. F... Fa... It's Fox. It says Fox. It says
Yes, it
Fox and
does.
it's being pointed to by a tiny picture of a fox. Yes. Fox. Fox. Or possibly fax. Maybe the ARG goes deeper than I thought. Do not involve a fax machine. I don't even have a fake fridge to knock over. This is
It's a
like
fox. These are facts.
this is a incredibly specific Twitch reference that nobody understands. But yes, I'm starting to solve the language with a little tool that I made, and I'm so happy. Thank you all for being here. If you don't already follow me, consider doing that so you know the next time I go live. I do like 12 rotating shows eventually when I finish a game. Next week will be more of this. Tomorrow I'm actually playing Bayonetta instead of having a fucking breakdown over Tunic. See my highlighted
Only
clips for
time will
context
tell.
on that.
Just try not to review anything from today, because it seems like that is what sets you off.
Yeah, exactly. But yeah, thanks everybody.
You
Have a
still
good night.
have all your papers from last time?